welcome back to my channel. This is Little Pinay Explorer, and today we're gonna be talking about a very serious matter actually. So I don't know if it was the proper introduction, but yes, we are going to talk about a serious matter, which is the COVID virus. This dreaded virus and how it actually ruined my potential love life. I'm so cringy. But anyway, I'm gonna share to you what I did to actually prevent myself from contracting the virus, and I think this will help a lot of people, and I just want this to stop, guys, because it's just very sad and depressing and very, very lonely, especially for me here. I don't have friends in central London. It's just getting a lot worse. So I'm gonna be sharing techniques to not have the COVID virus. This is my number one rule, and that is to avoid scratching our nose unconsciously. I know I said unconsciously, which means that it's not your fault because it's unconsciously, but try to be more conscious when your nose is scratchy and think of ways of not to touch your nose using your bare hands. So one way is to get a tissue. For example, this is the tissue. You scratch your nose like this and then you throw it. If you don't have a tissue, which is very common, like we don't have anything, even alcohol, we don't have it, but our nose gets scratchy every single minute. We just need to use our clothes. I use my clothes like this one, and then I scratch it like this. Or if that one is just dirty, I have to scratch using this, just the inner parts of our clothes. Be open-minded and trust me, okay guys? This actually works. Right now, my nose is literally feeling scratchy, so I just do this. See? And I'm COVID free. I think this is because of our hands. The virus is in our hands. The second rule is to wash our hands regularly. But even after washing our hands, we touch our phones, we touch our pens, our notebooks, the surfaces, the table, and everything, and we just don't know the virus might be there. And when we scratch our nose again, the virus from the surface gets into our nose, get inside when we breathe in, and it gets inside, and boom, we have the virus already. The third rule is taking vitamin C every day, 1000 milligrams, because we're not getting any younger. Especially me, I'm already 30 years old, and my immune system is not the same as what it was when I was 20 years younger or 10 years younger. It's just very important for us to take vitamin C as it boosts our immune system, and even though we have already the virus, taking vitamin C is very important. Number 4 is take a shower, especially for nurses who are working in a COVID bay or even working in a hospital in general. When you go home, go directly to the bathroom, take off your clothes and put the clothes in the washing area right away. Take a shower. That is the way for you to have a COVID-free environment in your room and in your house. So that's it. Just one major rule and 3 other rules to do to prevent you from having the COVID virus. I might be wrong about this, but I was working in a COVID ward for the whole duration of this pandemic. Luckily, I didn't get the virus. I'm gonna be sharing to you as well a personal matter about me. And this is about my dating life, which in the history of the Little Pinay Explorers vlog, I'm actually opening up and sharing this. During the pandemic and before all of this COVID, I was actually dating this guy. He was 35 years old. He was tall, like 6 foot. And I really like tall guys. We're just both comfortable with each other. He just makes me laugh. We really get along so well. He actually took me to the Char. Every time we go for dinner, he pays for the bill. He gave me gifts and everything, and he was just a really nice guy. But he didn't want to have kids in the future when we talked about it. And it's just, I'm not that desperate to have it now, but I think my life wouldn't be complete if I will not have a kid or children in the future. That was a deal breaker, but I actually still went with him because I really liked him. And this COVID thing happened in China. It was really big in China. It was January, and this guy was reading a lot of articles online. He was just really into it that I think it just changed him completely. It just made him very, very scared about this virus, that he didn't want to go out anymore. This was still in January. The virus is still not in the UK, but he was saying this virus will come to the UK, it will kill a lot of people, and blah blah blah. It will have the exponential growth, which actually in the end it happened. But being scared and being anxious about it wasn't really my option, wasn't really my way of dealing with things. He was like texting me, what are you gonna do? This virus is gonna kill a lot of people and blah blah blah, and you're a nurse, so what are you gonna do? And I'm like, we just need to do things that we can to help and to fight this virus, and not really to be scared of it. It gave me an impression that he was like trying to influence other people to be scared as well with this virus, and I just didn't like it. And the fact that he didn't want to have kids in the future, it just makes a big one decision to just stop seeing him. And so that was January. We stopped texting each other. I just have to move on. And then February and March came. In March, I went back to the dating world and I met this guy, 27-year-old guy who was an accountant. During our first date, he actually bought me flowers, which is very sweet of him. He was really nice as well. We have the same principles in life, I would say. We got along well. We had 3 very nice dates until lockdown happened and he has to go back to Liverpool. We were texting for a while, for 1 or 2 months I think, and it just died out. I think he has given up before I've given up. And this is all because of this COVID virus that is here. Because if there was no COVID, I would still be with this guy probably. Everything happens for a reason, and people come and go, and these people actually teach us a lesson in life. And yeah, that's it. I also want to share about my experience in the work situation. During the pandemic, the area that I was working with, it was a surgical ward. It changed into a COVID holding bay. We used to have patients who were symptomatic. A lot of them are still waiting for the COVID result, which at that time usually takes 2 to 5 days for the result to come back. And I remember everyone was coughing, everyone has oxygen on them, and their numbers are just not improving. It's just feeling helpless because these people, even though we do everything we can to help them, it's just not improving. They're just deteriorating. It was really a difficult time because we were understaffed. Some of the colleagues went on sick leave because they have the virus. There was also a dying patient who got cancer and it was already the end stage, so they couldn't do anymore. Initially, the family was still visiting, and then the lockdown happened. They couldn't visit anymore. Basically, this person was just left there alone. Although we tried to be there for this person, we tried to have someone to be there and hold his hand. Sometimes we couldn't do it because there's just a lot of patients who needs attention, who needs help, because it was just crazy busy. I feel bad for this patient dying alone, and it's just so difficult to see it. Imagine if that's your grandparent or your dad or just your family. It's just devastating, and I just don't want this to happen again. I just don't want to see this anymore. And then when I transferred here in central London, which was in April, I didn't have anyone. I was basically alone in the city. I was scared of having the virus while I was here because I was alone. No one is here to take care of me. I was also assigned in a COVID holding bay, but these are like asymptomatic patients who just need swab and wait for the result, and if they're positive or negative, they go to their specific ward that is for them. And also, the reason that I am sharing this is, seriously, I see a lot of people blaming each other, blaming the government, being so scared that they criticize other people. And I just think that's not really right. I think we just need to think of ways of how to stop it from spreading and to help instead of complaining. Just do what we can do and not really spread anxiety or fear. Let's just do this because there's nothing to lose if you follow my advice of not touching your nose. I hope this will bring some change in our life. Am I ambitious enough? And I hope you subscribe to my channel and like this video. Follow me in Instagram, by the way, guys. Bye! See you later! See you on my next vlog! Bye!